year on in July, compared to 39.57% in the same year last year. Well, that is according to the Minister of Finance. Now, the question now is that number one, the issue of PDP claiming that Nigeria is tilting towards a full-blown dictatorship. What is your take on that? And again, the issue of revenue allocation that is going to state that has doubled. Of what benefit? But let's just get to hear from Sadiq Ibrahim, a public affairs analyst, to give us his own take. Then we'll come back and give you opportunity to make your own comment and contribution. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, you are welcome to Badeggi Radio Link, and we are looking at two trending issues this bright and promising Monday morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes, first, the PDP governor has said that the country is itching towards a full-blown dictatorship. That is one. Again, one very interesting issue which is of importance to Nigeria is about the removal of subsidy and the allocation that is going to the state. The federal government said state government are now receiving double of the revenue as a result of a subsidy removal. So what is the benefit of this to the common man? What's your take on this?
Thank you. Good morning. And Sadiq Ibrahim is my name. I think you have laid bare two issues in this program.
Yes.
One, the issue of the impact, the revenue, the surplus revenue being given to states, the impact, and the government in power trying to harass opposition. I think these are the two issues.
Yes.
Let me start from the economic angle. That is to say, the government, the federal government claim that much more money has been given to states. I think that is obvious everywhere that in terms of volume of money given to states has gotten higher than what they used to get before. First, most of the governors, because there is nothing checking them, most of them are reckless with what they are doing with that money. So because over and over, the governors have shown that they are in control of money given to them, and there is no one that can ask them questions. They decide how they spend it, they decide whom to give, they decide whom not to give, without looking at the people that has this money. Actually, you know that even this money being allocated to states, that the governors have claimed to be their own, ordinarily supposed to be for everybody. Everybody in the sense that if not because they are elected to represent the people, what will have happened is that everybody will have been on the queue. If it is 1 billion they bring, they will share it according per head for that 1 billion. Because that would be unreasonable. That's why democracy have brought it that elect one person among yourself, with the person possibly having the majority of votes, and to represent everybody now and make sure that this money is spent judiciously. So what we are seeing today is the cry all over the places, to the extent that even the one given to local government are equally being not given to them directly, despite what the Supreme Court judgment. So what is there is that there is no doubt about whether much more money has been given to states, state governments, and to local governments. These are there. But whether the impact is showing is another thing entirely. People are not feeling the impact. Sometimes what is happening is that government has no individual running government, because it's not government now. Government supposed to be a collective responsibility. That is to say, everybody is a party to government running. But in this case, what we have is that it is individual who runs the government now that takes everything, whatever they decide, even the state House of Assembly that are supposed to be checked on the executive, who elective arm that is directed by the governors, are not being alive to their responsibility, because most states House of Assembly like parastatals under the executive, and that is what is happening. The speaker, the members, they don't have anything. Even among themselves, they are not even cooperating, because any person who say anything to the contrary, before you know, is either facing suspension or is if he's a speaker, is removed. So the economic impact of this money is not fair. That is one side. It is not fair again, because the value of the money they are talking about, it is not the value of money we used to know. What 100 naira used to, or 1,000 naira used to buy, or 100 naira used to buy. If care is not 100 naira, cannot buy it now. So that is to say that the money they are talking about, the value has diminished to such an extent that even when they say they are giving 3 times the money they are giving before, what that money can buy is half the amount before they come in, because the value of our money has been reduced remarkably. So that's why when you go to the market to buy things that were being bought before, let me give you a mudu of beans that was around 400, 500, 600, even up to 800. So now we know how much it is. It's over 1,000 in the market, and several other products like that. So the value of money of our naira, of our currency, have been reduced by all this economic, what I will call economic reform or jargons they are doing, because it has no destination as far as I'm concerned. The value, even though there is this, they said we should excite patience that is going to, things are going to improve. I think people have excited patience to an extent that we are now asking whether there is improvement. If 4 years is for government, that is, if you are elected as governor, as any elected position, you are elected, and within that 4 years, the direction of government is not very clear to people as far as alleviating the poverty, because one of the major cardinal or major points of government is to improve on the standard of living of the people and their security. So if these things are not there, whatever other things you do, they are just for decoration. They are not. The people's life matters most before any other thing. So I think that the money being given to governors, there is no person that can question the governors. The only person that can question the governors are the state legislators, and the state legislators are no longer there. And whatever the governors like, they can do with the money. So the only thing the government can do, the only thing that the federal government can do is to appeal to them. I think he has been appealing to them. It's left for them to hear or not to hear.
All right, looking at the second issue, which has to do with the PDP saying that the country is itching towards a full-blown dictatorship. And this is not unconnected with the recent clampdown on the opposition. Look at what happened to Abubakar Malami, former Minister of Attorney General, Minister of Justice. What happened, the attack on him at Kebbi State, and what happened to Governor Nasir, former Governor Nasir El-Rufai. What happened to Fubara? What happened to even our Senator Natasha, and many more. PDP have just come with the conclusion that with the way the APC are taking things on their own, not even respecting some of the court orders, is Nigeria is tilting towards a full-blown dictatorship. What's your take on this?
Well, looking at the way we play our politics in Nigeria, winner takes all in all things. That Nigerian politicians, the issue of opposition or of dissenting voices are usually not in their. They look at it as if they call it an attack on the government, an attack on. I don't think it's the best thing. Recently, the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has accused the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of employing repressive tactics to stifle opposition voices ahead of the 2027 election. And when you see, he call it a calculated assault, and calculated assault to the extent that opposition leaders are not allowed, are being harassed here and there, and the spokesperson of the president too, the vice president too, has equally said that when you look at the government attack on the former minister of justice in Kebbi State, where the supporters of AGC were brutalized, and the disruption of even and the security, the elderly person, Usman Bugaji, in Katsina too. So all these things they are shown. They show evidences that they are trying to say that with this, with this attack on the opposition's leaders, it is showing that the APC party, all progressive Congress are now becoming a terrorist organization. So, and when you see all this accusation, and you can see it on ground, what happened to El-Rufai in Kaduna State when they were attacked, or they claimed to have been attacked, intimidated by opposition. By talks sponsored by government. The gathering of ADC were scattered, and the police. They said the police were looking the other way. They did not arrest any person, except that at a later time, Malami himself was, not Malami now, El-Rufai was invited by police. So this, they call a sign of repression of the opposition, and that they are becoming a party, a government that they are intolerant. And when you see the attack on convoy of Malami too in Katsina, the former Attorney General of the Federation, was attacked and very many vehicles destroyed. And the talks too that disrupted the party, and even the police sealed off the party's ADC's office even ahead of the meeting. So all this put together, and you see what equally happened to El-Rufai in Warri. We are still far away from 2027, and if all these things are happening, and they are happening to our eyes, we can say that the police and the law enforcement agency were not taking appropriate action. So we can say that there is no any other person possibly to accuse other than the party in power that are doomed, because the talks that are carrying out these things, if they don't have the backing of authority, so one would have been saying that by now they should be in prison. Most of them will have been detained. Most of them will have been sentenced for violence and all these things. So there is that suspicion that it is all these things are being sponsored by the party or the government in power. But all the same, there is a denial from the government presidential spokesperson, Abdulaziz Aziz, that the denial allegation, all these allegations that government does not back the clampdown on opposition, that the ADC, but ADC insisted that what currently is disturbing and undemocratic. So on a personal note, we have to be very careful and warn the politicians who are in power. That is to say that, you see, without opposition, the government is not complete. Without opposition, who will correct the government to some extent, because even the structure that are supposed to check, looking at even the legislators at all level, at local government level, we don't even know whether councillors still exist, except sometimes when they are sponsored by people from behind the scene to cause to impeach the chairman. We don't usually hear their voice. The state assembly, well, I don't know, all their oversight function, they sign budget, and at the end of the day, the implementation of this budget, I don't know how they follow it to through the oversight functions. You can see that in most cases, the oversight functions have been rendered to a level that we don't even know whether we have a state house of assembly at all anywhere, except sometimes when an individual will want to shake body, but I can bet you they will call such a member back to order. Otherwise, you will even be betrayed among his membership in the assembly, and you can see what is happening at the National Assembly to an extent that when we are calling the National Assembly rubber stamp before, I don't even know the name to call the current National Assembly, as far as no one is arguing, no one is saying that the legislators should be at loggerheads with the executive. No, that is not it. But they should not allow the executive to be reckless in their actions. They should not allow the executive to be reckless in their spending. They should not allow the executive to not to be on the side of the people, because they are elected they are elected to represent the people, and at various levels, from ward to local government to senatorial district, and to that extent, which means they are representative of the people. So they should not be seen to connive with the executive. They should not be seen to connive with the executive to an extent that we don't even know whether they exist again. If they exist, whether they are serving the people, whether they are in connivance with the executive against the people. So, but one can say, if it is this kind of democracy we are practicing, I told you the other time that the First Republic, it was struggling like this. Harassment of the opposition, harassment of the Togri and what have you, and every other thing that actually killed that First Republic. Those who are witness it will tell you, history will tell you that that was what happened. When gradually it descended to Operation Wet here in the southwest, and you equally remember too that it was still the same thing that happened during the MPN UPN. So when opposition were harassed, and at that time we know the mobile police head then, whether Sunday Adeusi, I can't remember that name. He was equally there in support of the MPN government, and at the end of the day, all the politicians were carried away. And they told the Republic.
I'm afraid the time will not permit us to go further.
Yes.
We will have to end it here.
Okay.
Yes,
So we have to be careful on how we handle the opposition issue, so that it will not degenerate into a crisis that will be unmanageable, and our democracy will put on a threat. So I think we have to beg the independent institutions like police, like other security agents, to take their independent role, so that they protect the citizens, they protect the opposition, even including the party in power too. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sadiq Ibrahim, for that wonderful analysis. We want to appreciate you so very much. Till we get to you some other time again. Thank you very much. Well, listener, yes, this is where we shall be taking a break now to bring you the news flash. And when we are back, we're going to open the line for you to call in and make your comment and contribution. Please stay and don't go anywhere.
Badeggi 90.1 FM Mina, the People's Radio.
News.
Get the latest news in Nigeria and the world over on Badeggi Radio. We give you the latest updates and keep you informed 10 a.m. every morning with News Flash. Keep up with what's happening on the globe with news at 12 noon and get more information with news at 5 p.m. Get all you need to know in one place.
News.
Good morning and welcome to Badeggi Radio News Flash. The federal government has launched the Nigeria Post-Harvest System Transformation Program to ensure an inclusive post-harvest handling and storage system that reduces losses and promotes food sovereignty. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security stated this at the Nigeria Legacy Program organized by the African Food Systems Forum in partnership with the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa in Dakar, Senegal. The minister said the program will focus on household storage technologies, community-level warehouses, cold rooms, and strategic national silos managed through public-private partnerships, among others. Education Minister Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa has said that all is being done to keep tertiary institutions running. According to him, a holistic negotiation with various unions is ongoing and it is needless going on strike during the talks. Alausa, who spoke with newsmen, pleaded with the unions to be patient as the government makes attempts to address the contentious issues. He urged the unions that have served strike notice to shelve their pain. Dr. Alausa said the government was making concerted efforts to meet the demands of the unions to prevent disruptions in academic activities. National leadership of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, distanced itself from a strike called by the Western Zone of the association. It explained that the decision was informed by the need to back the petroleum tankers drivers' opposition to Dangote acquiring trucks to transport its products to users. However, a statement by the National ex-officials Douglas Ike on behalf of the National Executive Council of IPMAN urged its members to disregard the strike action. IPMAN noted that what Dangote was doing is a huge assistance to marketers, which it said will free them from multiple and choking levies they are forced to pay by petroleum tankers drivers. That's the news. Thanks for listening and do stay tuned for the full bulletin.
News.
Get the the latest news in Nigeria and the world on Badeggi Radio. We give you the latest updates and keep you informed 10 a.m. every morning with News Flash. Keep up with what is happening on the globe with news at 12 noon and get more information with news at 5 p.m. Get all you need to know in one place.
News.
Listeners, you're welcome back to your favorite program, the Badeggi Radio Link. This morning, we are looking at two trending issues. First, the PDP governors said Nigeria is itching towards a full-blown dictatorship. What is your take on this? Do you believe that Nigeria is truly treating towards dictatorship, that the government of the APC is democratically ruling this country, not in a democratically elected manner? What's your take on this? Again, the federal government has said that revenue allocation to the states has doubled. Now, the question is, do you believe that the revenue that has actually doubled is really, replenishing in the country? The common people really feeling the impact of this redoubling of the revenue as a result of subsidy removal when Nigeria is still going through hell. Is this revenue, subsidy removal really paying well in this country? What's your take? You can reach us on our telephone line at 09138579001. But just before we give you the opportunity to begin to call in, let's get some of the Facebook messages we have on this very important platform so that you can be brought up to speed. So let's read some of the Facebook messages. We have this one coming from Umar Azumi. Say, good morning. When unstable people with questionable characters assume a mantle of leadership, then democracy is not only rotten but dead. As the legendary fella sang democratic demonstration of crazy democracy, now one chance we enter. Again, Muhammad Muntari said, nice one, watching you from Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you very much, Muhammad Muntari, for taking your time to watch us right from there. Again, Aisha Jibril said, good morning, Badeggi, you are Badeggi Radio. Thank you very much, Aisha Jibril. Abubakar Umar said, good morning, Badeggi Radio. Good morning to you as well, Abubakar Umar. And Julius Samuel said, good morning, beautiful people of Badeggi family. Thank you very much to you, Julius Samuel. Now, let's take it to our Facebook, our phone lines where we take your calls. 09138579001 is the number to call and join the conversation. And the conversation this morning is about the PDP that says Nigeria is tilting towards a full-blown dictatorship. This is as a result of the way and manner the APC-led government is taking things in this country. Oh, sorry, we lost that call. Again, we are looking at the revenue that is coming to states, the government that has been redoubled as a result of the removal of fuel subsidy. Do you think we are feeling, the country is feeling the benefit of this? Hello.
Good morning, Suma Apaya.
Good morning, Uncle Abai.
My name is Uncle Abai. I'm calling from London Street.
You're welcome to the
program. I see this country were in trouble. Sorry to say they were in dangerous. Look at what is happening here. Local, are we for local government issue? Or are we for the strike of these people, these tanker drivers and other things? So we should come near to God. Just for those people, and the PDP is right to say everything. Because the way we see this, our country is moving by these politicians, I don't think 2027 it will be good for us. But only God, we pray to God, let everything calm down. That's what we want to pray. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uncle Abai. 091385799001 is number to call. We are we have tabled through trending national issues that is begging for your own input. As the leaders are always having their ears to the ground so that they can have a takeaway, and of course, in terms of making their decision, they can do the right thing. Hello. Hello, are you there? I'm afraid you will have to call us back because we can hear you. Yes, call and try and call back. 091385799001 is the number to call. You can follow us at our YouTube channel at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV, where you subscribe, like, and of course make your own comment. And at Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM. Yes, Facebook page. Wa alaikum salam.
This is Barrister Usman Adamu from Al-Bishri.
Okay, Barrister Usman Adamu, you are welcome to the program.
APC are threatening people because as NCC are doing, if that is so PDP are doing, believe me sincerely, APC cannot come to the power. But they have to take things gradually because what is happening in this country, we are even fearing about them, talking of our children. Please, we need the government. This present government now are formerly their opposition, and today they are in the government. When they are in position, if they are treating them like this, they cannot come to the seat. Please, they should check out and they should underline before where are they, and today where are they. Please, we should have begging government every day where they are pushing us to the wall. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Barrister, for that one. Yes, he said, live and let them live. Where was the APC before they took power from the PDP? If the PDP have not actually laid a label playground democratically, would they have the opportunity to come to power? The answer is left for you to answer. Hello.
Good morning, Usman Apaya once again.
Good morning, Mr. Amos from Kulkat.
Yeah, Mr. Amos calling from Kulkat.
Yes, you're welcome to the program.
I'm just on the same line with the last caller. He has just said everything.
Yes.
If APC were opposition, if PDP would have not given them a playing ground, I don't think they would have taken the power from them.
Yes.
The way they are treating opposition, that is not that is undemocratic. They are not allowing a play level ground for democracy to exist in this country. They just want to hijack everything. So the PDP have just told them the truth. They should stop this harassment. They should stop. If they want them to come back to power come 2027, they have to sit up. They don't even need to campaign. It's what they will do that will make people to vote for them.
Yes.
And the issue of fuel subsidy with Usman Apaya, it is not touching the common man at all. Whoever is saying that it was few individuals that were benefiting from fuel subsidy is not correct. I stand to be corrected. That one is not correct. Because you don't need to buy fuel before you benefit from fuel subsidy. When you are going to market, you benefit. You are traveling to somewhere, you benefit. So it will have been allowed so that the common man can feel the impact of this subsidy. But adding more allocation to the state governor, they are the one who are enjoying it. Thank you very much. I remember Mr. Amos from Kulkat.
Thank you, Mr. Amos, for that wonderful contribution. Let's take more Facebook. Okay, let's take this one before we return to Facebook. Hello.
Good morning, Usman Apaya.
Good morning, Comrade Ahmed.
Thank you for always bringing us Badeggi Radio Link.
Thank you very much.
I think PDP has sent it all. We are witnessing a very blown dictatorship where you can see they have even given us a sample at what happened in Rivers State and looking at what is going on in Nigeria today. But I think they have forgotten earlier that that's what happened to PDP, that's what they did to PDP. And mark my words, if they are not careful, issue will also repeat itself again. Because the way APC are ruling Nigeria, people are not happy, to be sincere. People hardly eat hand to mouth. People hardly eat hand to mouth. Go out and see what people are facing. We are having more kwashoko. People are not getting that balanced diet. People are now getting concussion to themselves. And let me tell you again, to coalition, the allegation they are open to the APC government is now it's coming up to be a reality. They are alleged to be attacking in KB, where they attack Malami. They are alleged to be attacked where they were having meeting in Kaduna. And look at what happened even recently again. So I think that's another style of attacking them. And I think this one will not relate because Nigeria will be deciding in 2027 who to rule. Thank you very much. But we are witnessing a dictatorship.
Yes, thank you very much, Comrade Ahmed. To the Facebook page, we have this one coming from Tijani Abdullah. He said, good morning to you all in the studio. Well, only God can intervene in this situation we find ourselves in this country. Much regard to our analysts. Thank you very much. Aliu said, governors are cashing out big time, traveling around the world in Davido style, buying USVs and creating quite elephant project and dancing on the graves of the living, and the dead people are governed despite increase in allocation. That is very absurd. Thank you very much, Aliu. 09138579001 is number to call and make your voice heard on this platform. Hello. Wa alaikum salam.
Fata alheri jinjina na kusama kana tada Isa Garba na bakin custom office.
To baka ga shigowa.
To siyasa mu na Najeriya ko ni dai ina ba su shawara da Allah su sassafta a samu sauƙin rayuwa. Su bi hanyar da za su bi da Allah daraja kuɗin mu ya dawo. Su bi hanyar da za su bi yawa ya bar kasar nan duk wanda suka yi wahala a cikin wahala su fita. Lokacin da aka zauna lafiya kasa za a ci gaba, lokacin za a tafiyar da komi normal bangaren gwamnati bangaren ta ko ina siyasa da sauransu. Amma tashi hankali shi ke kawo mana rudani a kasar nan namu Najeriya. Kasar nan namu Najeriya kamar mun fi kowane kasa ma kayan arziki amma sun bar mu kara zube dan Allah su ji wannan kuka namu. Na Isa Garba bakin custom office da Allah su tare mana hawaye mu da Allah da Annabi.
Mun gode. 09138579001 is number to call. And again on our Facebook page you can follow us at Badeggi Radio 90.1 MHz FM and drop your comment there and it shall be right. Again on our YouTube channel you can follow us at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV to subscribe, like, and of course make your comment so you could have more and more of the programs on Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM Mina. Again, on the program where the topics we're discussing today is the PDP governor says Nigeria is itching towards a full-blown dictatorship. What is your take? Do you believe in the PDP governors, and is the country actually or really tilting towards a dictatorship? Call and make your own comment. Again, the federal government claims that the revenue allocated to state has doubled after subsidy removal. So what is the benefit of these to the common man? Can the common man, can that reflect in the liters of fuel you buy today, or can that reflect on the food you buy in the market, or can that reflect on the payment of a school you do to your children now that school is about to open? Let's take this call. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Muna faya barka da safiya.
An gaishe ka barista.
Barka da aiki, barka da kokari.
Barka.
Allah ya saka muku da alheri.
Amin.
Mun kawo topic kaman guda uku waɗanda gaskiya is very important. Usman Afaya sunana Bello Mai Tumbi. Wato Usman Afaya abin da ke tafiya cikin ƙasar nan sai dai mu ce inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Kamar maganan rabano da kake magana an yi dabolin nashi a kowane state yanzu nan Usman Afaya. Babban abun da yake baka mun rai ko yake sa zuciya na yana yin sanyin lokaci shine Usman Afaya ana karɓar rabano nan. Mu especially a arewa duk mu ne an ka tatsa akan wannan rabano Usman Afaya, amma ba za ka zagaya arewacin Najeriya ba ka ga wani aiki wanda ya kai na tiriliyon ɗaya ba wanda ake iya yin da yake tafiya. Usman Afaya a cikin rabano inda ake magana ana generating da sauransu abubuwa. Ka duba Abuja to Kaduna har yanzu federal government tun daga gwamnatin ta wuce har zuwa yanzu nan bai iya yin ta ba. Ka duba hanyar ta tashi daga Zaria zuwa Gusau. Haka akwai ayyuka waɗanda a ce federal government yanzu nan ta riga ta gama su. Amma yana kuma dalilin ana magana ana karɓar rabano. Usman Afaya wannan karɓar rabano din har yanzu ana ce muna gafara sa ba mu ga kaho ba. Meye ne alfanun shi? Kamata ya a ce wani wahalar da muka yanzu mun riga mun wuce wannan matakin Usman Afaya. Amma ana tatsa muna ciyar da wasu ne suna arzuta kansu da 'ya'yansu wanda kansu su mutu su bar 'ya'yansu a cikin talauci. Usman Afaya. Arewa a duk kullum fitowa ake da sabon abu wanda akan take karewa. Ya ake son talaka yayi a arewacin Najeriya ko a ƙasar nan, ba a baka jari ba, ba a baka wurin kwanciya mai kyau ba, wutan ma da zaka wadata da ita kayi sana'a ma babu, tsaron ma da ya kamata wurin da kake kasuwanci a baka shi ka tsaya ka natsu in ma rabano din nan ka san kana biyan shi da dalili Usman Afaya babu, noman ma da za a yi gudanar Usman Afaya babu. Shin ya ake so mai a ƙasar nan? Kuma a haka mutanen nan suke neman kullun yadda za a zo su ci gaba da mulki ma a ƙasar nan, haka za mu ta rayuwa Usman Afaya. Illa kawai in ka ji mutum yana fitowa yana yin wata magana, to ba a ware shi aka ba shi wani kwamiti ba wanda zai samu wata karuwa, amma wazarar har aka sa shi a wani kwamiti wanda yake jagoranta wani abu na shigo mashi, duk wanda zai shiga wani hali ya shiga ba abun da ya dame shi. Ai an ta magana akan tax reform din da ake magana Usman Afa, in ka tsaya ka duba ko kudin da ake abin na account allocation din nan, kudin da ake samarwa a kowane wata, an ce ana ba kowane gwamna 25 billion naira a kowane wata Usman Afaya, amma miye mun ka gani a ƙasa? Wani project ake yi, wani aiki an ka neman ma matasa Usman Afaya?
Muna gwa saboda wani suna kan layi suna so su making contribution su ma, muna godiya.
To na gode da wannan dama da ka bani, ku tashi lafiya Usman.
Thank you very much. Another Facebook message from Aliu said, anybody who have a history of violence, thievery and drug intake should not participate in politics. Only then we will get things right in this country. The riot is too much and embarrassing. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Abrashid. You are calling from Nina.
Okay, Abrashid, you are welcome to the program.
Yes. Just a very interesting topic.
Yes.
And I have to take the issue of allocation that has doubled. This is not the first time. I used to say the problem of Nigeria is not the president. Right from I was debating with somebody right from Jonathan administration down to Buhari administration. That is how they used to pump money to the governors. Even this administration too. You can see that he has voiced out. But the problem is, by the time it reaches the governors, it stops there. It doesn't penetrate down to the grassroots. And that is our major problem in this country. The governors, I'm not specifying on a particular governor, but all of them are a problem. If all the governors will come together, utilize this allocation properly, honestly, the masses is smart. But the reverse is the case. So we are begging our governors to please consider the masses. Masses are suffering. Look at pensioners. Some of them they are dying daily, living their benefits. Some of their families don't even know how to go about looking for this money. It is that is die a natural death. So please, we don't consider, particularly the pensioners, they are suffering, honestly. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much for that wonderful contribution. Yes, he said the pensioner, we can't do without calling on the authority about the issue of pensioners. Somebody who have actually served for 35 years or 30 years or thereabout, after all his effort has been put, he's weak now. After serving meritoriously, the government decided to treat the issue with kid gloves. No government will see good fortune if they don't take care of their pensioners, because the divine said when somebody worked before his sweat dried up, you will have to pay him back. So these people have paid their price. They have served the state, they have served the country, they have served their local government. When it is now time for them to go back and enjoy their retirement, the government is not doing anything good. So I think we're having a breaking news here. Yes, it's. I want to announce your breaking news. Yes, we have a breaking news.
Assalamu alaikum.
Abin da ya wuce ne ba ni zomo yau kaji ko ba fire.
Kai bayani sosai.
Sunanka?
Wa shehu mafiya.
Daga ina kake magana?
Daga Bangi.
To, Bangi.
Ne ke faruwa Bangi?
Bangi Mariga.
Bangi Mariga da gwamnati.
To, kai magana.
Yanzu ga bayan nan suna da kyau. Tun kwa shanu.
Katiyan kumba shi mabriya a walla dusai ragada mazane a fire.
To kun ga wa jami'an tsaro?
Kun sani ba labari.
To an tare su ko dai suna nan da suna komawa Zamfara.
A suna komawa Zamfara da shanu.
To shikenan mutanen nan aka kashe.
A mace yau kwana 13 sun biya mutum 8. Yan banga yan Adamawa.
Sun kashe mutum nawa?
8 yan Adamawa.
Yan sa kai aka kashe?
To
su kuma nawa aka kashe a wajajen su?
A can a kumba an kashe 6.
A kumba shi? To su kuma yan bandit din ba kashe cikin su ba?
An kashe bandit 16.
To kuma bandit 16 sun kashe nawa mutanen mu? To so a yanzu ana cikin ba ta kashi ko dai kuma bandit sun tsere da shanun?
Yanzu da ba da shanu
tun da yake tun da yake shanaye ba abin da za a ɗauka a ka ba.
Ba ɗauka ka.
So suna tafiyan su a hankali.
A hankali ba majestically ma.
Ba wanda ya tare su.
Ba a tare su ba.
To Allah sauwa. To that's a breaking news.
Yes.
Bandits have visited Mariga again.
As usual. Yes, so the listeners, you hear bandits have invaded Bangi in Mariga local government again, as usual. Well, I hope we are not inciting public violence. We are only keeping the security and the public informed so that they could do the needful. Let's return to our callers. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Na kwana sir.
Hello.
Sir.
Hello. Ne suna na Ibrahim na Jebo Sani Tafiya.
Okay.
Hello?
Ina jinka.
Dala kayan kuri dala lokacin da ka fi nuka fara yi na sai magana ma ban samu na shigo. Dala kayan kuri ko ni dan abin da nake so yi ma baba magana tun da shi na nan boso ya dala.
Okay, very quickly kai so that
baba na ji na mana baba na ji na bai na su ba.
Yana jinka.
Hello kana ji?
Yana ji.
Dala wai mutane ga mai su aikin hayan ga dala inda suka zo suka yi mana shinga boso din ga dala su cire shi mana abin ga ina kawo ma matizan da yawa cikin boso a kasuwan boso din ga. Mamako su zo su cire abin nan a samu flow of traffic. Su zo sai da su hanya na boso babu da mutane suna bi one way din ga nan kasuwa kullum sai mota ya buge mutum a wurin nan. Dala tun da baba yana nan boso ya sai abin ga dala a yi magana su cire ma mutum genga.
Okay, so thank you very much. Well, this is to the contractors handling that Boso route along Kasomboso route. The people are complaining that the barricade there is causing trouble. A lot of traffic is going and accident is occurring. So it is information that you should utilize and do the needful. Let's take the last call for the day. Hello.
Hello, Isa Garba ya dawo a gurguje.
Kana da second biyar.
Okay, sa to da Allah a Najeriya mu duba kada mu kara yadda da wani shugaba da zai zo ya mana tarnaki kasar nan ya waya cike mu. Kada mu yadda da wannan yadda kanku wannan bala'i shine yake fuskantar mu yanzu. Kana kore shana ana kace mutane. Kullum sai ka ji mummunan labari irin wannan. Wani irin tafiya ne.
Mun gode. Let's take some Facebook message and wrap for the program. We have this one coming from Umar Gwandu Ushishe. Say, good morning, Mr. Paya. The attack on the opposition coalition political parties in various parts of the country is becoming worrisome. The ruling party APC are sending talks to attack ADC meetings. Is a sign of a negativity and drill to democracy. People know the truth deep down. People know what they are passing through in hunger and insecurity, and no amount of intimidation and threat will stop coalition. If you continue to attack opposition party meetings when you are employing chaos and instability in politics. Thank you very much. Umar Dan Azumi say Nigerian system needs total overhaul, and we as people need to shop for better people as leaders. Yes, Ismail Zakwe say, Apaya, when you have people on power without conscience, this menace Nigerians are facing today is as a result of poor conscious leaders. Pensioners are example in the Niger State after 25 billion naira pronouncement by the governor. What's happened to the payment? How can a pensioner survive on 8,000 naira, 4,000, 2,000 respectively, etc. in this dispensation of economic trading? Haba mana. Remember, these are elders. Again, lastly, we have this one coming from Yahaya Ishaq. We say, Ya Usman, Wallahi, this not what history taught about democracy. But may Allah come to our aid, inshallah. Thank you very much. Well, that's the least we can take for now. Our time is already been fast spent. We want to put a stop on at this juncture. We want to thank our listeners for taking your time to listen to this program as always, and of course for those of you watching us via our Facebook and of course YouTube channel and other social media handles, we want to appreciate you for always getting your phone fortified with data to follow us wherever you are in the world. We want to thank everybody, including the callers and those who are making a frantic call to reach out to us. They couldn't because of time. We want to appreciate you from all of us here. I am Usman Apaya. Thank you for listening. God bless you and goodbye for now.